Hi, go ahead and open up to your Algebra 1 notes packet, and we are going to take notes today on solving equations with distribution. So today we're going to solve problems like this. 2 times x plus 3 equals 8. So we'll go ahead and copy down our problem. 2 times x plus 3 equals 8. So we have to remember our order of operations, and you always want to deal with your parentheses first. So our first step we are going to need to do is distribute to eliminate the parentheses. Okay, so when you distribute, you want to be really careful because the 2 is being multiplied by everything inside the parentheses. So you can't just multiply 2 times x. You also have to multiply 2 times 3 as well. And so 2 times x gives us 2x, and 2 times 3 gives us positive 6. And that's going to still equal 8. So that was our distributing. So that's the new step for today. Once you do that, it's just solving a two-step equation. So the next thing we're going to do is now we're trying to just get x all by itself, so we need to get rid of this plus 6. And so we're going to use our inverse operations. So we need to subtract 6 from both sides. So that's step 2 is we're going to undo our adding 6 by subtracting 6 from both sides. And when we do that, that goes away, leaving us with just 2x on the left side equals 8 minus 6, which is 2 on the right side. So then step 3 is we are going to need to undo this 2 times x. So how do we undo multiplication? Well, the inverse of multiplication is division. So we're going to divide both sides by 2. Because then those 2's cancel out, leaving us with x equals 2 divided by 2, which is 1. And so that last step was we just solved for x. And we're almost done. Our last step we want to do is we want to check your answer. So we have 2 times x plus 3 equals 8. So we're going to take our answer, which was x equals 1, and we're going to substitute it in. So we have 2 times, but instead of x, we now know what x is. We think it's 1. If we solved correctly, plus 3 should equal 8. So now we just simplify, and we have 2 times, we do our parentheses, which is 1 plus 3, times 4. Does that equal 8? 2 times 4 is 8, and yes, 8 equals 8. So we know we solved correctly. Okay, let's look at your solving equations with distribution assignment in your Algebra 1 workbook. Okay, so for number 1, we have 2 times v minus 2 equals 6. So looking at our notes, the first step is to distribute to eliminate the parentheses. So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to distribute this 2, and remember to distribute to everything inside the parentheses. 2 times v is 2v, and 2 is being multiplied by this negative 2. So 2 times negative 2 is negative 4 equals 6. Now it's just solving a two-step equation, which you already learned. So we need to get rid of this negative 4. So we're going to add 4 to both sides to cancel that out. Those cancel out. We're left with 2v equals 6 plus 4. 6 plus 4 is 10. We need to undo this multiplication by dividing. So we're going to divide by whatever number's in front of our variable, which is 2. And whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other side. The 2's cancel out. We're left with v equals 10 divided by 2, which is 5. So we think v equals 5, but we need to check to make sure we didn't mess up. So we have 2 times v minus 2 equals 6. So we're going to take v and we're going to plug it in to check our work. So we have 2 times, we said v is 5. So instead of writing v, we're going to plug in our answer we got, which was 5 minus 2, and see if that equals 6. So we still have 2. We have to simplify our parentheses, which is 5 minus 2, which is 3. And 2 times 3 is 6, and 6 equals 6. So we know we solved correctly. So go ahead and solve all of the problems on this assignment and check your answers. Okay, I want to see both of those when you turn this in.